who made a music concert capable of changing the face of a city in just a matter of days. The road usually traveled by tourists is now turning into a sea of adventures dressed in purple. Hotels visited by guests from different parts of the world. Restoration is carried out from morning to late evening. Train stations and airports are named after people who came with one common goal. Brussels, the capital of Belgium, known for its historic buildings, chocolate and typical European atmosphere, is now turning into the center of world attention. Decisions come into force before the start of the day. They bring light sticks, spandung flags to become favorite merchandise. The languages used also vary, ranging from Korean, English, French, Spanish, Japanese, Indonesian, to other languages that are widely used. This is a picture of how music is able to understand people from different backgrounds. Many fans are willing to sacrifice months, even years, for the sake of getting the opportunity to love their idol in person. There are those who come alone, some with family, and not a few who make this struggle a dream vacation. Since a few days before the event, the atmosphere around the stadium began to change. The area is usually deserted visitors who want to buy official merchandise, as others gather to make photo cards, make social media contacts, or connect with fellow soldiers from other countries. From early morning, the area around the stadium, train station, and city center began to be crowded with visitors coming from different countries. Many fans who like purple clothes bring light sticks, spandung, and BTS merchandise. Cafes, restaurants, and shops around the customer's location also became more crowded than usual. A few hours before the stadium doors opened, long lines began to form. Fans usually spend time taking pictures together, exchanging gifts or merchandise, singing BTS songs, and looking for moments for social media. It is not uncommon for cheers to occur whenever there is an update on the members' concert preparations or disputes. Public transportation such as trains, metro, and buses to the concert area also usually pass through the intersection. General event safety and security issues are starting to affect the flow of visitors to ensure everyone can enter properly and safely. What is most interesting, the emotional atmosphere is already felt as before the start of the concert. Many fans are trying to make a mix between excitement, disbelief, and haru for finally being able to enjoy BTS live. When change becomes gathering with purple attributes, the atmosphere of the city is often described symbolically as beginning to turn into a sea of purple, or before the lights come on. Such a phenomenon has become the hallmark of every BTS subscriber in different countries. They not only performed musical performances but also understood significant economic differences. Hotels have full facilities, restaurants have many choices, transportation services have become more convenient, and various small businesses have followed the benefits of crowded visitors. After passing the day of consultations, the local media began to direct its anticipation to the fans. Many citizens who initially did not like the world of K-pop followed an education to the detriment of others. The color purple itself has a special meaning for BTS and ARMY, namely friendship and warm relations between the group and its members. Not a few visitors take advantage of the opportunity to explore Brussels. They visit famous tourist attractions, taste local cuisine, and buy Belgian souvenirs. Thus, consultants become not only entertainment events but also support tourism activities. Around the stadium, the atmosphere is getting more festive. BTS music is played from various songs. The fans sang along while waiting for the entrance to open. Many carried banners made by themselves with messages of support for BTS members. There is also a community of fans who provide small gifts for free to fellow soldiers as a form of friendship. The tradition of sharing is one of the important things in the BTS fan community. From bracelets, stickers, fans, family members, to snacks are distributed without asking for imbalance. It's all about creating a better consumer experience. As the afternoon began to arrive, the line at the entrance was getting longer. The hardworking stadium committee prepared a spectator bill so that the admission process took place to the maximum. Ticketing services are carried out carefully to ensure that all passengers can access the area according to procedures. Inside the stadium, the atmosphere of the fight turned more and more exciting. Every seat began to fill. From the top stands to the very front area, it was all won by winners who couldn't wait for the result. BTS's official light stick begins to be released, featuring a stunning sea of purple light. For many, the moment of waiting for the consultation to begin is an experience no less emotional than it itself. There is a sense of excitement because finally their dreams are fulfilled. There is also a sense of pride that can be part of many people who like the same songs as BTS. BTS music. Meanwhile, giant screens began showing various opening videos. The cheers of the audience instantly became the spectators of the stadium. Every time a BTS member's message appears on the screen, the sound gets louder. The energy that is created feels so incredible. It is this phenomenon that often makes BTS concerts known not only as musical performances, but also as joint performances. Audiences not only showcase their favorite artists, but also become part of a global community of mutual support. Many fans capture every moment through cell phone cameras. However, not a few also choose to ignore the endless demands in order to actually achieve these goals directly. Outside the stadium, activities continue. Food vendors, beverage stores, to transportation services continue to operate a very crowded flow of visitors. For local businesses, moments like this are an opportunity to increase reach. Some hotels even set very high occupancy rates during the consultant period. Restaurants around the event location also provide snacks, especially at lunch and dinner. This shows that a large-scale concept can have a wide economic impact on the winning city. When the countdown on the main screen began to appear, the entire stadium went silent for a few seconds. Many people refused to sleep, waiting for the moment they have long dreamed of. Then, the opening music is played, the cheers of the audience instantly passed, the light of the stage lights moved in all directions, the sea of purple light sticks moved in unison to the rhythm of the music. The atmosphere created is so majestic that it is difficult to describe it in words alone. It was at that moment that all the long struggle, time, effort that the fans had put in continued. They no longer think about losses due to losses or long lines. There is only happiness in being able to understand the common meaning of rejection of people who share the same spirit. This concept is not just entertainment. Music has the power to understand human beings without understanding language, country, or culture. In the midst of the differences, everyone rejoices in the same rhythm, shares smiles, and recalls memories that they will continue to remember for many years. In addition, there is a phenomenon often referred to as post-concert blues or sadness after the concert ends. After experiencing euphoria and very high excitement, as fans feel sad, empty, or longing for the experience of being a consultant for several days after the event is over. These phenomena are evidence that a major concert is not only a musical performance, but also a shared social and emotional experience that can enhance the impression of depth for the audience. In addition to performing music, BTS concerts are also known for their interaction with the audience. They often give gifts, give thanks, ask for each other, and try to make the fans feel part of the show. At the end of the consultation, when the song is finished and the members make their decision, the atmosphere is usually a mixture of happiness and emotion. Many fans are satisfied just because the listening has ended, so BTS concerts are often perceived not only as a musical performance, but also as a very pleasant emotional experience and excitement. That night, Brussels witnessed how the attitude of the perpetrators was able to deal with such an extraordinary situation. Not because the city was helpless, but because all the attention was focused on one big show that featured a lot of people in a musical performance. However, it should be noted that changes such as Brussels turns into a new city are a strategy to change everything for the better, not change the whole city for the better.